Most men miss the clear signals a woman's body sends during oral intimacy. Too often, they rush straight to the clitoris, relying on repetitive tongue flicks that leave her tense and silent. In this video, you'll learn 5 biologically proven steps to transform your technique, build genuine connection, and spark reactions she's never felt before. Imagine her trembling, eyes closed, whispering, "This is exactly what I needed." Ready to change everything? One of the most pervasive errors men make is fixating exclusively on the clitoris, as if it were a simple on-off switch for pleasure. They arrive tongue-poised and launch into fast circular motions or gentle sucks, convinced that intensity and speed equate to satisfaction. In reality, this approach often backfires. When a woman's clitoris is overstimulated too quickly, her body tenses instinctively. Legs clamp shut, muscles retract, and the pleasurable anticipation transforms into discomfort. You may not hear complaints or requests to slow down. Instead, you will feel resistance, a sudden shift in her hips, a barely perceptible cough, or her breathing growing shallow and erratic. Many women remain silent, unwilling to voice criticism for fear of hurting your feelings or breaking the mood. Behind that silence, however, lies frustration and unmet desire. Over time, these negative associations can erode her trust, making her less responsive to future attempts. Consider this scenario. A couple who once shared passionate intimacy find themselves in a cycle of disappointment. He tries harder, yet she withdraws further, until both begin to question their compatibility. He wonders, "Am I not good enough?" And she fears, "Will he ever understand me?" The answer lies not in more vigorous effort, but in a shift of focus from clitoral conquest to holistic, stage-by-stage activation. By recognizing the damage caused by rushed intensity, you take the first step toward rebuilding genuine connection. You begin to see her body not as a target, but as a landscape of subtle signals waiting to be explored one gentle layer at a time. To unlock a woman's full responsiveness, it helps to view her body as a series of 5 progressive stages, each one opening a door to deeper pleasure. 1. Outer labia contact. Begin by lightly placing your lips on the outer labia, not the center. Imagine you're asking permission. A gentle, feather-light touch here sends a signal of respect and safety, prompting her to relax. Avoid pressing too hard or moving too soon. 2. Lip and breath engagement. After a few slow brushes, introduce warm breath over the same area. Soft exhalations activate sensitive nerve endings, but without the potential overstimulation of direct tongue contact. This stage heightens anticipation and draws her deeper into the moment. 3. Peripheral tongue strokes. Use the broad surface of your tongue to glide around but not directly on the labia majora and minora junction. Think of it as wiping a whisper of sensation in wide rhythmic sweeps. Speed is secondary. Focus on consistent, gentle rhythm. 4. Inner labia approach. Gradually work inward toward the inner folds. Maintain the same soft rhythm, combining feather-like licking with intermittent light suction. Watch for signs, a softening pelvis, slight leg tremors, or deeper breathing, all clear indicators you've engaged the right region. 5. Clitoral invitation and pause. Once the surrounding tissues are primed, very gently touch the clitoral hood or outer edge. No frantic flicks, just a delicate invitation. Crucially, pull back before she peaks. The brief pause creates tension and craving, ensuring her climax will be far more intense when you resume. Mastering these 5 stages transforms oral intimacy from a blunt instrument into an art form, one grounded in biology and respect. Understanding and adapting your rhythm, speed, and pressure is the difference between mechanical motions and deeply felt connection. Here's how to fine-tune each element. 1. Prioritize rhythm over speed. Consistency creates anticipation. Instead of rushing through motions, establish a steady, predictable tempo that allows her nervous system to track and anticipate each sensation. A regular beat like a soft drum lays the foundation for deeper arousal. 2. Modulate speed to her responses. Watch for involuntary cues, a slight thrust of her hips, an urgent inhale, or even a gentle tightening of her thighs. These micro movements signal when to maintain pace, slow down, or momentarily speed up. Too slow and she may lose momentum. Too fast and she may tense up again. 3. Adjust pressure with care. Light, even pressure on sensitive areas is key. Think of your tongue as a dance partner. Respond to her feedback with subtle increases or decreases in firmness. Begin with the faintest touch, then gradually deepen contact only when you see positive signs, relaxed hips, audible sighs, or a flutter in her pelvic floor. 4. Listen with your senses. Your hands, ears, and lips are your guides. A tremor in her legs or a change in her breath tells you more than her words ever could. If her breath quickens and becomes uneven, hold your position. If her legs pull away, lighten your touch. 5. The art of the pause. At the crest of her arousal, when her body is quivering, stop all stimulation. This withholding generates a surge of desire, making the next round of contact exponentially more powerful. The brief silence speaks volumes, turning restraint into a tool for untapped intensity. By mastering rhythm, speed, and pressure, you weave empathy and responsiveness into every movement, transforming technique into shared intimacy. True intimacy extends beyond physical technique. It's about making her feel understood, valued, and safe in every moment. Here's how to foster that emotional depth. 1. Create consent through gentle permission. Before escalating stimulation, use soft cues. Whisper, "Is this okay?" Or pause momentarily as though inviting her active involvement. These respectful signals reassure her that her comfort and agency matter more than any climax. 2. Mirror her breath and movements. As her breathing deepens, subtly synchronize your own inhale and exhale with hers. Allow your pelvis to follow her natural rhythm, reinforcing the feeling of unity. This mirroring creates a nonverbal dialogue that deepens trust. 3. Validate through visual and verbal feedback. Maintain gentle eye contact when possible, or place a comforting hand on her thigh or hip. Soft affirmations. You feel amazing. Oh, I am debate. I love how you respond. Signal heartfelt appreciation of her pleasure. 4. Maintain a judgment-free zone. Encourage her to express needs without fear of embarrassment. If she tenses or pulls away, pause and say, "Just let me know what feels best." Normalizing adjustments removes pressure and invites exploration. 5. Use the power of pause as emotional anchor. When you pause at the peak, look into her eyes or brush her hair aside. That brief stillness bridges physical sensation with emotional resonance. She senses your intention, not just your technique. By integrating these practices, you transform oral intimacy into a shared emotional journey. She will remember not only the physical pleasure, but the warmth of your respect and the depth of your presence. To recap, mastering oral intimacy means moving beyond hurried flicks and focusing on a thoughtful, step-by-step approach. 1. Outer labia, contact to establish safety. 2. Lip and breath engagement for anticipation. 3. Peripheral tongue strokes to awaken sensitive nerves. Inner labia, approach with gentle suction. Clitoral invitation and strategic pause to amplify climax. Throughout, prioritize steady rhythm, responsive pressure, and emotional connection, seeking her subtle cues, mirroring her breath, and using pauses as invitations. By dedicating attention to both the biology and the feelings behind each movement, you will transform silence into audible sighs, rigidity into surrender, and routine into revelation. Now share your experience in the comments. Your story could inspire someone else to forge deeper intimacy. If you found these insights valuable, please like and subscribe for more evidence-based guidance. Remember, it's not just technique. It's respect, patience, and genuine care that make all the difference. Most men miss the clear signals a woman's body sends during oral intimacy. Too often, they rush straight to the clitoris, relying on repetitive tongue flicks that leave her tense and silent. In this video, you'll learn 5 biologically proven steps to transform your technique, build genuine connection, and spark reactions she's never felt before. Imagine her trembling, eyes closed, whispering, "This is exactly what I needed." Ready to change everything?